Hi, everyone. My name is Viet, and I am the construction manager for Apex Homes. And I have my background is I have the architecture design background, and now I'm doing construction for all the Apex ADUs. So about Apex Home is that we have pre-approved uh, floor plans, and we streamline process to help the owner to get permit approved quickly. And we promise the clients that we once accept a contract to have 4 to 6 months of very fast construction at a very competitive pricings across our in-house team. And we are also the state certified contractors and that every units of our constructed ADU meet the strict building standards. And we have standard housing and more than just ADU. We trying to scale this construction model to the future housing. So why choose Apex? So especially for homeowner, we help the homeowner to manage the construction site. We make sure we keep the noise down. We don't interrupt with the neighbors or the tenants, and we keep the parking arrangement, the trash. We keep the trash clean, and we help your life go smoother during the construction. And so the most common misconception for the construction is that the construction doesn't start at the permit approval. So we once a permit approval, we will have, which I will go over later, that we have a planning and pre-construction meeting with our team, make sure everything is lined up before the construction start. For a long term, it will help the construction go much smoother. So why it matter? We help the client to have better plannings, and every miss planning will create domino effect, and we don't want that to happen. We ensure to help our clients stress free when once the construction starts. So now I will go over all the steps that for the construction once we get the permit approval. So at every construction stage, we have a kickoff meeting. So in this meeting, we will have a small meeting to go over the project timeline and the construction, go over the construction plan with all of the in-house consultant teams to ensure if there's any future delays or any hiccups that potentially happen in once the construction start. So for example, we talk to our architectural team, we talk to our material team, make sure, for architectural side, make sure we understand the plan and understand the design intents from the architectural department. And we will work very closely with our material teams to ensure all the materials are ready and line up before the construction start. So in the future, we don't have to go back and forth to get the material. All the materials we prepare ahead of time. For the workers, we will go over the timelines. So for the construction, we tend to work backward. So when the construction finish, and then we work backward, so that we can foreseeing and be proactive about any future delays. So we will line up all the worker from all the trades, from all the way from foundation all the way to MEP, then finish. Make sure we provide a schedule for them so that they can stick to the schedule, and the work will be transitioned smoothly from one stage to another. Second, for this construction phase is very important. Is that when we contact the owner to have permission to go on the site and evaluate the site. So when the construction is committed and construction timeline is committed, we want the site to be ready to start construction. For example, if there's any tree that we need to cut, or if there's any obstacles in the way of the footage of the ADUs that we need to demolish, so that once our foundation team come in and do excavation, they are clear to proceed with the construction. So, so when we ensure everything is ready, then the foundation team will bring their equipment, schedule their people to come to the site and first to mark out, to build the formwork with the approval of the surveyor. So before the foundation guy coming in, we will have the in-house survey team to mark all the important points of the surrounding of the foundation to make sure that our foundation can follow the guide. So they will have the team to coming in and lay out the formwork and make sure that formworks satisfy with the survey and then approved by the city inspector that our location of our DU is legal. Then we will pour the foundation after the city coming in and approve our foundation layout. So next, before framing, there's one more thing that's especially for slab on grade project, is that all plumbing work has to be done before any foundation can be poured, because when we put foundation in, we make sure that all the drainage line on the plumbing line are embedded inside the formwork, so that once we pour, there is no change after that. And for any raised foundation, that really doesn't matter, because once raised foundation, we can the concrete is only poured around the footing, where we don't need to have the plumbing inside the concrete. So once we have that done and approved by the city, is that we construct the framing. So one special thing about our in-house work is that we have all the structure and wall panel are prefabricated. So it's different from the traditional framing, is that we frame on site. But for smoothly speed up the process, we frame the wall panel ahead of time, so that we only need to assemble after we load all the framing and roof truss on site. So it's this process in traditional framing usually take 4 weeks or 6 weeks, but we can finish this process within 2 to 4 weeks. So once framing is done, we call for the inspection to approve our framing and roof nailing. And after the inspector approve our work, we can move forward with MEP roughing. So in MEP roughing, we make sure that all mechanical, such as air handler, pipe of the air of the HVAC system, and electrical and plumbing are fully installed, and make sure these are the function of the house. So this stage is very important to have it done correctly. So so this system will provide you electricity, provide you heating, cooling, and provide you drainage and water, hot and cold water, etc. So this project usually take 2 to 3 weeks, including the inspection times. Next step is, I would say this can be done concurrently with the MEP, because one thing for the MEP is that to be able to pass MEP, we need the house to be wrapped and waterproof. So which means we need to have all the windows, we need to have building paper wrapped, and roof covering to ensure no water can be leaked inside during the MEP work. So the exterior work can be happening concurrently with the MEP. So after that, when the finished work, we can, prepare for painting, priming the wood siding, and prepare for painting, and adding the material that the owner would like to. Interior finish. So once MEP pass, we need to include insulation surrounding the house to make sure that it's the weather tight. To make sure that your house is do not have any cold and hot air leaking inside. So so that needs to happen before the interior finish. So once the interior finish stage, we install the drywall, and we do all the mudding and taping, and secure all the drywall to prepare for the interior works. So for the interior work is when I think the most fun part is that we can now start to see the projects come to light, which means we will coordinate with all the material, which in the beginning stage, we coordinate with the material team to make sure all the material are ready. That can go smoothly once all the material ready. So we can see the type of cabinet you'd like to use, any faucet, any paint color or material of your bathroom, start to, begin to form. And that's where the client want to come in and see how the project progress. And the timeline for this is usually 3 to 5 weeks. It could go to as fast as 3 weeks. And once all the interior finishes are done, and all the utilities such as water, sewer, and electricity sign off, and we got the PG&E energized for us, we can call for the final inspection and punch list. So for the final inspection, the inspector would like to see if our house is, our ADU are safe to live in, and we do have electricity, we have water, hot and cold working, and ensure every the build ADU match the floor plans. And once that fulfilled, then we pass the final inspection, and it is ready and safely to move in and live. This is also where the client can walk through the house and show us what is the deficiency or what items that they would like us to fix, and we were happy to come back and fix for the clients and ensure the satisfaction for our clients. And this process usually takes 1 to 2 weeks. So, so those are the um, overview of the timeline for the construction. But in any construction, there's always potential delays which we can unforesee. So the most common delay or the design request change during the interior finish stage. So that happened when, like when the project comes to life, and our client can see that, oh, what if the cabinet is not large enough? We don't have enough cabinet. I would like the cabinet to be a different color, like the vanity light to be lower. So that can happen during the interior finish, and it's actually very common because we understand that this is the home that the client will live for a long time, and one item can, when they look at the interior, and they can see that every day that bother them, which will be a very inconvenient experience. So we understand that, and we really appreciate if the client have any feedback for us during this change. But it's also cause a little delay because during this process, once everything already painted and covered, is let's say if we change a vanity location, we have to cut the wall and move the electrical line, which can cause a little complication, but it's doable. So how to avoid it and what can be changed? So for me, it's the best time to make a change is that once the MEP in place, that's when everything is still exposed. And it's the best time, I think it's the best time for the client to come, walk through the house and have a check in during the construction, and make any change during that time will save everybody times and costs. So I think during the MEP stage is the best time to make the change. And also we will communicate very closely with the client during this process, and we will let you know if there's any potential design concern to the clients. So client and construction team and design team are in one team, and we work together to ensure this process get very smooth. And the second is that site weather condition. So any exterior work such as like trenching, utility trenching, or exterior painting, roof finish, as such, we cannot work during the weather condition. This condition due to safety and and the uh, and the worker. Like let's say we are trenching something and it's very wet, and we can really work under the mud. Actually take a lot more time for us to work under the rain than wait for rain to pass. So how to avoid it is that really is a weather condition. So it's very unpredictable. So we would try to finish all the critical paths, such as foundations, such as trenching at the beginning of the project, where raining season is not happening. So another delay for the construction is also the inspection schedule issues. So I have the chance to work in San Jose jurisdiction a lot. So San Jose currently is very busy, and to schedule inspection, it take 3 weeks for the inspector to come out and to look at our project. So how to avoid it is that during our construction kickoff meeting, we tend to schedule all the inspection ahead of time. We line up all the inspection three day after another, just to make sure that we have a backup inspection. And it is also a good practice for us to follow strictly to that, to commit to that inspection time as our internal deadline. So one case study is that I'm doing an ADU, 1,000 square footed, 2-story ADU. So this project is a slab on grade project, and that, again, all the plumbing need to be planned ahead before we lay the concrete foundation down. So this project is taking 5 to 8 months. It is typically for a 2-story and 1 square foot ADU. This is typically very fast to complete in 5 to 8 months. So it is because we have pre-approved plan. We don't have any custom drawing or any change order during construction, and we are working with very fortunate weather that there's no raining during our construction. So right now, this project has almost to the end, which we complete within less than 5 months. So I need to talk about this. So why choose Apex Home? We provide you with pre-approved and very fast construction, pre-approved plan and very fast construction with approval in 10 cities. And we are proven expertise, first deliver AB 1033 with the real result. And we are speed and efficiency. We work with every worker in-house. We have architecture in-house, survey in-house, civil and structure in-house. So all the communications are very, very flexible and fast. And we are affordable. We construct at very low cost, and but at the same time ensure safety and quality for our clients. Okay. Yeah, if you have any question, please let me know. Okay, so I have one question here is that I live in tornado country with periodic high winds and rain, hail. What's the resistance rating for the homes? So we have structure engineer in-house, and we work very closely with the cities that you are living in, and we ensure, submit our structural plan that ensure that the cities and with our calculation that, to before we build anything, we need to get approval from the city. And in the city, we ensure the safeties for our plants. And so yeah, so for the high wind and rain, hail, we will have the structure engineer team to work with you on that. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your question. Okay, thank you everyone for coming to this webinar, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.